Well, John, 1-1 draw, bouncing back from the result last week. What were your thoughts on the 90 minutes?
Yeah, I thought that they started better than us. We started a little bit nervous, and probably comes from conceding 4 goals last week. And so they had a couple of good chances early on, and then we got back into it, and we started to cause them problems, especially on our left side. And then we scored a really good goal, and I felt that we were in control of the game at that stage. When they had the ball, we were able to nullify majority of their play and win the ball in good areas and attack them pretty well. And then they scored a great goal. The wind might have helped it a little bit. We found that a little bit difficult, the wind to adjust, and flight of the balls over the top still caused us a couple of problems because of the flight, and they got quick players. And the second half, we were in control. They were trying to catch us on the counter attack, and then we had our chances again, and the red card sort of hurt us a little bit because we felt that we would run all over them in the last bit of the game because of the way that we were able to control that. But in the end, we defended really well with 10 men. They didn't create any chances, and we had 2 pretty good ones.
I mean, that goal you scored, fabulous team move on the left, particularly given that Josh isn't normally a left wing back. He plays on the right. Just walk me through that goal, and was that something you worked on during the week?
Yeah, we work a lot on our movements and our patterns with the ball, and Josh, he knows his positioning that he has to be in when someone has the ball in certain areas, and then also kind of Payne with his movements and his runs, and also Lockie, and it was good. It was a really good play, and things that we have been working on, and you see that we created a lot of openings with those movements pretty similar to that. I thought Dylan Parias had a really good game as well. He was causing problems every time he got the ball, and Lockie in there as well. So we looked dangerous every time we went forward. Every time we went forward in the final third, we could have and should have punished them a bit more, but it was really positive the way they were opening them up.
On you saying you could have and punished them a bit more, do you think that was because just a bit wayward shooting, or do you think you needed to move the ball around a bit more and create better looking chances?
No, I thought that the movement was good. A couple of times it was the wrong option maybe in terms of the final ball, and then there was other times that the finishing let us down a little bit, and so that's that can happen. But we got into those areas pretty well and often. So every time we went forward with pace and moved the ball quick, we were able to create good openings and cause them problems.
I imagine you're going to have to think about it because Jacob's red card means he'll be suspended. But do you envision Josh playing on the left while Ben's out, or are you going to have to rejig that again?
Well, at the moment, we haven't really got too many other options. I thought Josh still did well on the left. He's capable of playing there. I know in the past when it was at different clubs, he's played on the left side before. So, and Tamoki's played at right fullback. It's not ideal, but we just have to deal with the situation, and that's what it's been like probably majority of this season so far. I don't think we've played with a consistent back 4 all season. So it's it hasn't been the easiest for our back 4 because that's where we created a lot of our stability last year, and we haven't been able to do that.
Jacob red card looks like it was for denial of a clear goal scoring opportunity. Any complaints with that?
No complaints. The only complaint I had was I don't know why he got a yellow card early in the game for. Time wasting when we're 1-1, we're playing at home. Why would he time waste? I didn't get that. But no, the red card I thought it was a straight red.
Alexander Prijovic came off in the 64th minute. From my position, it looked like maybe a shoulder injury. What's he done? Yeah,
he was complaining about his shoulder. He felt it a couple of days ago, and then he must have landed and it felt worse. And so we'll see what it is. We'll see what if we get scans or if something loosens up. If it's a pinched nerve, we're not sure yet. But he had to come off with that.
And in terms of any other injury or fitness concerns to come out of this one?
No, not at the moment. Other than the ones that are out, we should have James Teresi back involved next week if everything goes well this week. So that'll be a positive for us. But I also thought Noel Botic when he came on did well, had a good header. And it was great. Again, I'll mention Dylan Parias because hadn't started him yet this season, but I saw that. That game against City when he came on the second half, he grew in confidence and he was really positive and it was positive again today.
And you've got to go down to Hobart when you play Sydney next week. So what does the next week look like for you? You're leaving early, or you get a full week in at the hangar?
No, we get a full week here, and then we'll leave the day before the game. We'll be able to train at our the stadium where we're playing at in North Hobart, day before, night before. But we're really looking forward to it because at the moment they've sold, quite a few tickets, expecting at least 5,000 to 6,000, which is great. And hopefully everyone comes out and supports two sides that will go for it. Two sides that want to win because the way the table is, we want to both win. And you saw today that it was an entertaining game for the neutral, not so much for the coach though.
And this is the first press conference you've done since it's been January 7. Can we expect any announcements or any movement in the transfer window in the next week?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Surely you
well, when you got so many injuries and suspensions, then we might be talking about transfers, but it depends who's available.